Good afternoon, everybody. Well, anybody who's here. I was able to get a couple of new screens done today, just to help with just make my stream a little more official and cute. I have made the starting soon and be right back screens. I still haven't finished my technical difficulties screen, but thankfully we haven't really needed to use that yet. And whatever audio was playing before, I apologize. I was trying to add the audio input capture here, but whenever I tried to make a new one with the same device, it went all funky. So, just a tip, don't do that. Just reuse the same thing. And I'll do the same thing with the be right back screen. But chances are I'll be using it today, so I'm not gonna show it just yet. Anyway, where is my game? Hold on. There it is. Sorry. I was like, oh no! Am I having issues? But no, it's fine. Everything's good. Oh, I meant to wake up earlier today to go and get boba. Because, you know, it's celebratory boba. But I might go and get some after streaming today. But there's another goal finished, which is always nice. Uh-oh, the game's frozen. Like even my mouse is frozen. That's not a good sign. Well, I guess I'll just wait. Wait it out, you know. There it goes. Oops. I fix that like always. I seriously have no idea why that happens. Because it's always set to windowed full screen. But it's always like, oh, you want full screen? Too bad. You don't get to. So, whatever. Now then. I just made this base. So, I think I'm gonna move this platform. Yeah, I don't remember what we were doing last. By the way, I'll probably make the same announcement on my story on Instagram, but Astroneer streams will now be exclusive to Mondays and Tuesdays. I apologize to anyone who can't watch on Mondays and Tuesdays, but yeah, I'm changing the schedule just because we're out of main missions to do, and the only thing we have are our own little personal missions. I think I was gonna package up the VTOL and take it with me, but I believe it is. I know it's craftable, but I believe it's not super expensive. I could be wrong though. Let's see. Extra chip, tungsten carbide, and silicone. That's not that bad. And I noticed we do have a trade platform here, which is good. Oh, I was gonna make a medium shredder, that's right. And I should make more platforms as well. So I think the first thing I'll make is another platform. Oof. Yeah, I'll just make that. Let's go get some resin. I think our little deposit over here is all drained out, but it's worth a look. Besides, I can smooth it out so it looks less ugly. I think one really nice thing about the starting soon screen is that my desktop audio plays, so you're able to hear what game I'm going to play, and I think that'll be a fun way to introduce new games. So like if you don't know what game I'm gonna be playing, I forgot to change my freaking stream info again. I can't keep doing that. It's not like we're doing anything different. We're still doing long-term goals. I think I'll just keep the same title from now on. Long-term goals. Ongoing. I think I might have a dedicated day where we'll finish up some of our long-term goals. Because unfortunately, I can't play this game forever. I would get sick and tired of it, and I don't want to ruin this game for myself. Well, yeah, some of our other goals include flattening that one mountain on Silva, destroying Decilo, and flattening all of Novus. That's pretty much all that I can really think of right now. At least I found a use for Decilo before getting to the whole destroying it thing. But I don't know if I should destroy it from the inside out or from the outside in. I was originally thinking outside in because then the beginning would be the longest and most grueling part. But doing it from the inside out feels a little more like like building up tension, because on the outside everything still looks the same, but then on the inside everything's just gone, just hollowing it out. I might change it to just hollowing out the planet just to... No. I was gonna say just to preserve what it looks like. Just to preserve my surface base, but now that I think about it, I think it would be better to go from outside in, because all the resources are available towards the core. And that's where all the astronium is. And since I have my canisters full of astronium and scrap on Decilo, I think it would be pretty important. I was looking for resin, I remember now. Curse my desire to smooth everything out. There's a lot of ammonium. Aha, I see you. So interesting learning that the planet named Glacio is supposed to be half cold, half hot. Because the name itself literally just implies that it's a very cold planet. But to find out that it's supposed to also be hot, it's really interesting. Really interesting just learning how all of that's supposed to work. How each planet is supposed to look. But that it doesn't, because we're in a damaged simulation. Yeah, and I've stated before that I think having a sort of sequel to this game featuring the real deal would be really interesting, but I don't know how that would work with the established lore, or how we'd get there. Maybe we could play as like a different Astroneer for exodynamics, and that they find out about the ones that are stuck waiting for rescue. I don't know. It's taken a while for them to get this far with this game. Because a lot of this stuff came like long after release and not too long ago. Especially stuff like the train stuff, which really helped build onto the lore. I think the stuff with Kronos was also introduced in the trains update. That there had been signs of it being a simulation for a long time, but it wasn't confirmed until recently. And I believe the trains update came out last year. It's just interesting to think about. Did I leave anything in here? I did not. What is that? I think that just needs ammonium. Sweet. Honestly, I don't know how long I'll stream for today because, the only thing that I'm really working on right now is fortifying the bases that I already have. And I think my weakest one now is, on Vesania. I have unfortunately spent the least amount of time on that planet. It is very pretty, but because I don't really use lithium and titanium, it really hasn't proven to be very useful for me. But if I make a trade platform there, bring a bunch of iron with me, then I think things will turn out a lot better over there. Especially since lithium is so important for batteries. Even though I don't really like using batteries because they're not as permanent of a, or as dynamic of an energy source as like the turbines and the panels. But I think today, I don't know if I'll do the technical difficulty screen just yet, but I would like to finish my Pride post finally. Because I'm getting a little tired of it just sitting around and waiting to be finished. It's just like my original reference sheet for my main 6 characters for tournament, for my story. Like, I'm just tired of just sitting there and like not finishing it. Cause like the reference sheet that I'm talking about is already outdated. It will not be posted. Except maybe in like the distant future as like a, oh, this is an old reference sheet. Because reference sheets take too freaking long to make. Because the one before that one It's so old, it's not even in my pixelated style. Should make some storage. Ooh. If I make that like tiny rounded platform and then make an auto arm, that would be really nice, because then I could make an extra large platform B. I use that as storage. Yeah, aluminum and graphite. I don't think I have any graphite here, but I saw some deposits while running around. I could get some more iron to make the platform B. Yeah, there it is. Oop, lag spike. I've been seriously considering buying the soundtrack for this game. It's just so nice. Hold on, the AC is on and my door is really starting to bug me because it just starts to wiggle whenever the AC is on and it's so annoying. My best way to fix that is to just put a pillow against the door. So now I'm all set. Keep forgetting certain things in order to get comfy, which is not good. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, I'm gonna need some aluminum too. I forgot about that. Oh! Wrong hole. Bed. Yeah, get out of here. Wait, that one had a different look from how they normally look. Like the mist it was making was red instead of green. It's strange. I knew there was frozen argon near here. I was hoping to find another deposit closer to the surface, but it seems like I will have to go down to the one below. What's that I see in the distance? It is. Here we go. Ooh. Let's see. There's home base. I had a feeling I had gotten a little turned around. I just realized something. If I do play a new game, I would not be able to leave it up for interpretation or surprise through just audio. I would actually have to change my stream information to have that game. So no surprises. I already had some aluminum. Well, now I have some more. There we go. That should be just enough. So interesting. The sun seems to be so far away that we can't even see it. Because Glacio is so far away from the other planets. But it's also oh, there it is. I can see it now. But it's so interesting that the real Glacio is, judging by the entry, is supposed to be rotation locked, which I find to be very fascinating. I think maybe my next trade platform thing I should get is probably the portable smelter, because that sounds really, really useful. But that would take eight whole fault finders, used fault finders, and I don't feel like doing that, especially after messing up that last one. But even with our long-term goals, our Astroneer streams are gonna be fewer and far between now. Or rather, not far between, just on Mondays and Tuesdays, and not as long. Ooh. I think I might make that instead, because then I can scrap more scrap. Because all I have is an incomplete bundle of tiny scrap. And I should have an exo chip. Tungsten carbide doesn't take too much to make. But I need the tiny shredder in order to actually do the thing. But I still haven't quite settled on what I want to play next. And the only reason why is just because I have multiple options. And I've even come up with other new options that I could potentially do in the future. Like one game I was thinking of playing a while from now would probably be Mother 3. And speaking of Mother 3, since they finally brought the unreleased English version of Mother 1 to the NES Virtual Console, it would be very fitting for them to finally introduce Mother 3 to American audiences, because it's really freaking good. And I actually own the fan translation of Mother 3 on an actual GBA cartridge. But for streaming, I would have to play on an actual computer emulator. I think I need to make a tiny platform. Let's see. That one will work. Teeny tiny. There we go, that's nice. Cute! I need to hunt down more scrap if I want to use this to make better shredders. Because I know I don't think I really have any exo chips, but I need tungsten at least. That's what I absolutely know for sure I need. that I can't get on planet. I could probably get some extra chips, but that would be with Astroneer. I think the different biomes here, the ice plains, the mountains, the rock gardens, and those strange little hot patches. I will say, I think Galacia is starting to grow on me. It's really pretty. You know, after streaming for a while, I originally thought that... I was originally afraid that people would, like, baby me because of the way my voice sounds. But my general, is that a working... That's a working turbine! Holy shit. Oh, I'm taking that for sure. What are those? What are these? But just my general way of talking, I have a feeling a lot of people may consider me to be, like, arrogant or something, because I usually like to use big fancy words. Well, the reason why I use big fancy words is because I just try to sound, or not to sound, but I try to be as specific and precise with my language as possible. I do not do indirect language, beating around the bush, or anything like that. No, like, reading between the lines. If you read something into what I said that I did not say, then you are just simply wrong. My brain just doesn't work that way. Because I don't like being vague, because that just leaves room for misinterpretations. Man, what a steal! A whole large wind turbine for free. That's nice. But just remember, I'm not saying big words to sound like better or fancier than anybody else. I say big words because that's just how I sound. Whenever I started streaming, I thought I would try to, like, do what streamers do and, like, say, like, oh, PogChamp, oh, Peepo, or whatever. But no, I can't do that. No, I just default to how I always talk. Because I did want to try to, like, make a bit of a persona, but I suppose my own just genuine self is strange enough that it works. But there we go, we got a large wind turbine now. I was not expecting to find that. And I got one little bit of scrap, so I can finish this one piece. I think I might be able to make some tungsten carbide. I don't know if tungsten needs more than one scrap though. Let's see, which material was it? Wolframite, and no, it needs 3 scrap. Shit. But yeah, I just talk like this because this is just how I talk. That's why sometimes I'll be like, ah, the thing! Because sometimes my brain doesn't work. Besides, I'm neurodivergent, and so that has an impact on the general way that I speak. I might be on the spectrum, but I don't know for sure. But I suppose having a big fixation on doing research into that for years would be a good qualification. Maybe, I don't know. It's just a little funny. What are these from? What are these? I have no idea what these are a part of. Because this is an extra large windmill. That's what I know for sure. But what is this? What are you? What are you from? There's 3 of them. Which is really interesting. But, like, I haven't seen anything like those. They could just be, like, the default, random scrap thing. Is that another fully functioning medium wind turbine? I think it might be. Wait, hold on, no it isn't, it's broken. But man, that would be funny, finding 2 in a row. But yeah, this one's broken. What are these? Oh wait, I think the one of these is supposed to be like the backing on the extra large wind turbine, but there's multiple of them, and I suppose little bases like this are supposed to be randomly generated. So that doesn't really work out the way it's like quote unquote supposed to. And there's another one. Look at all that. There's batteries everywhere. Just came out here looking for more scrap. Wasn't expecting to find anything else. Yeah, these are the hot patches. That's why they're red. Ooh. Tundra. Ooh, if I had another ammonium, I could get that. I think most of these... Ooh. With the way the color is here, and the way it all like reflects off onto that, it looks really cool. But my bag is full and I've done enough exploring for now. It's time to head back home. So interesting how cold it's supposed to be on Glacio because of the frozen argon. That just gives you a general idea of how cold it is. turned around. So interesting thinking about how this planet is supposed to be rotation locked with the sun, because that's really the only time that a planet would have such extreme polar whatevers. But it isn't in the simulation. It's just all cold. They may not have even thought about that, honestly. The developers, I mean. I mean, I'm sure they've done quite a bit of research. If I just scrap those, how much scrap can I get from that? Quite a bit, actually. Because I really don't need these. I've always been a bit of a battery anti. I just don't really like them very much. Here we go. And while that's going, I am now on the hunt for some astronium. Because my bag is full and my heart is ready. I think a big part of how I am and like how I speak is that, like, yeah, I sound all like fancy and stuff when I speak, a bit eloquent sometimes, but really I think my big thing is that I'd rather just be kind and knowledgeable. Just have information and be somewhat reliable. Ooh, shit! Forgot I never finished my path down here because it's just like, screw it, let's go. I mean, I will just take the core warp again, but I need to look for some astronium first. A good sized deposit, preferably. Ooh, and I can get some of these too. Oh! That's so much! Ooh, I bet that would give me a lot of bites too. If I find some more graphite, I could probably get some of that stuff. Oh. I'm glad my stream hasn't been lagging, but Astroneer has been lagging like crazy all day. That is so many bytes. My goodness. Why is my game lagging so bad? Don't like this. Because it's never really lagged like this before. I wonder why. It's not like I'm doing anything different with it. Oh shit, I just remembered today's Juneteenth. Sorry, I've just been like kind of spacey today. I totally forgot. Oh shit! I did not see that boomaloo. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Oi. Anyway, for those who don't know, Juneteenth is essentially the day when slaves were officially freed. But I may be misremembering, but I believe a big important thing about Juneteenth is the fact that I don't believe all slaves were freed yet. It was definitely not like a countrywide thing that happened like immediately on the day. It took time, but it was such a very important milestone. It's an important holiday. And while it may not be for me, it may not even be for you, but it's still a very, very important holiday. Because even if a holiday isn't for you, if it's for somebody else, and it's in good spirit or for a good thing, then it's a great holiday. I'm not sure what else to say because I don't want to be like ignorant or anything, but it's still very good for really everybody to acknowledge that holiday. I just forgot because I'm really bad with holidays. Like, yesterday was Father's Day, and both my mom and I completely forgot. I usually forget most holidays until it's the day of, and then I'm like, oh shit! That's today! But I remember Juneteenth. Because I remembered, I was like, oh, it's gonna be on the Monday that I'm streaming. Yeah, they are different. There's one that's red, there's one that's green. That's interesting. I remembered it mostly because I'm streaming today, and I feel like streaming on holidays, it would be important for me to acknowledge that. Speaking of holidays, in less than a month from now is my birthday, and I realized that my birthday's on a Tuesday this year, so I will be streaming on my birthday. I didn't stream on my mom's birthday, but I'd like to stream on my own birthday. But I might play a different game specifically for my birthday. Why is the game lagging so bad? Wonder what kind of cool facts I'm gonna learn today. Since today's Juneteenth and I follow a lot of educational creators, wonder what they're gonna talk about. I can only get one, but that's fine. That's funny. I just kicked it out like, get out of here. I don't remember if tungsten carbide requires a gas or not. So why don't I just check? Let's see. Nope, it's just tungsten and carbon. That's really nice. I think my next goal will be replacing the tiny field shelters I have. I only have 2 of them, so that won't take too much. But I forgot about my tungsten. What else was it? Iron. We should have some spare. No, we don't. Damn! That was fast! And speaking of my birthday, that's also the same day my mom is having her surgery. I don't think I've talked about the specific day. And she has 100% felt bad about her surgery being scheduled for my birthday. But I genuinely don't mind at all. I don't care one bit. I mean, like, holidays like that tend to really stress me out anyway, because they're just very high energy, a change in schedule, and just like there's so much like anticipation and expectation that sometimes it makes me nauseous. But this one thankfully doesn't feel like such a big deal. I think I've run out of like super big milestone birthdays because this is gonna be my 22nd birthday. But maybe my parents did want to celebrate it the day before, but I said that I'd prefer to wait afterwards. I was thinking maybe I could make a cake again, and maybe I could share it. Maybe I could share it for stream. Not the actual cooking process, but like just like pictures and stuff after. Who knows, I might even wake up at like the butt crack of dawn just to make it and then share it on stream. since my parents are gonna be out. Well, probably at least all morning. Yes! I forgot that's what I was making. I love the noises it makes. Cannibalism. I think once I finally finish my pride post, I'll be able to finally actually math out the prices for my commissions. I have a general idea already of both general like costs and what I'll offer, because I'd like to offer multiple, like a bunch of different choices, just to have that variety available. But I don't know how that's all gonna work out, because I freaking hate math. I hate it so much. I finished all of my required math courses back in high school specifically so I wouldn't have to do any more math. But you can't truly escape it, unfortunately. So I'm just stuck with my math, unfortunately. I don't know what else to make. Got all this scrap now, which is nice. But I think we might be done on Glacio for now. Holy shit! That's so many bytes. Ah, it's because of all the things I scanned down in the core. Ooh, I should do that on Atrox. That'd be really, really nice. Let's see. I believe there's a few things in this printer that I wasn't able to make. Alright, so there's that, and that. And that. So there's 4 things left that I haven't purchased yet. I seriously need to hop on with Vince at some point. How many bytes does this? Oh, that's too many. That's over 10,000. Wow. I said there'd be a lot. I said it would have a lot of bytes, but I was not expecting that many. Like genuinely, I was not expecting that many. Alright, I meant to check what the trade platform needs. Exochip. iron and tungsten. Oh, but I don't have enough astronium for another exochip. Well, I should be able to get, maybe 1 or 2 on Vithonia. I'd rather not have to take that risk, but you know what? Maybe I will head to the core. But this time I'll take this path instead. And I could scrap all of those, because I really don't need them. So I think I will scrap them. I think it would be pretty good. I don't really need any more scrap, but I'm getting really tired of seeing those small generators over there. I'll just leave the rest of these here for now. This is silly. Ow. There's some astronium over there. And there's some graphite, so I could pick up another resource thing if I wanted to. That's enough. Yeah, I have never once descended to the core onto one of the polar nodes. Oops. Seriously, why is my frame rate so bad? What is happening? Distance detail. If I turn that down a little. Because I've had my everything set to maximum quality for a while, and I've never had a performance impact until now. And everything looks roughly the same. Wait, hold on. I kind of want to see what everything looks like at worst quality. Because I do not remember what everything looks like at lowest quality. That's at lowest quality. It's a bit crunchy. And everything loads way sooner than... Well, that doesn't look particularly good. That's interesting. Because really the quality is still roughly the same. For just the game's, like, general, quality of appearance. But I just thought it would be really funny to, see what it looks like. What if I just turned on the anti-aliasing? Because I really don't need it. I wonder. Yeah, it's not lagging anymore, so that's good. I appreciate that the overall aesthetic of the game plays a really big advantage in not being like a super huge difference in quality. My everythings are playing right now. All the effects. Wow, that is so many bytes, and it's gonna take an hour. And I believe it's at maximum speed, too. That is crazy. Okay, so I've got my tungsten and my exochip. Oh, I already had some tungsten. Well, now I have extra. But now I need to get some iron. Because I forgot about that. I appreciate that just like my last Stray stream, I was able to fix my frame rate issues by fiddling with the settings and then eventually returning it to what it was before. Know how that works technically speaking, like just like setting it to a lower quality and then bringing it back up to the quality it was already at before. Like what kind of change happens for that to actually improve? Unless it's like a little bit of a like refresher for the system so that it can catch up or something. I wonder. I already had some iron too. I forgot about that. But now I have everything I need. At some point we can make more VTOLs on the other planets and start using those. Honestly, I never anticipated... Hold on. I never anticipated hydrazine being the absolute most important item to make. Like, hydrazine is so incredibly important. And I think I might make another fluid and soil canister. Look how far everything is. Glacier's always alone. It's always so far away from everybody else. There's home. Home. Ah! That is a silly amount of argon. I believe, yeah, I can't really put any more in here. That's so funny. You. Trade platform. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. And now with this, I'll be able to make really anything. Well, I suppose I would need 2 iron to make a shredder in order to make this the proper scrap that I need, but we'll get there when we get there. Because this is my least developed base. Packager, jet, dynamite, hydrazine, smelter. Ah, it just requires 8 Astroneer. I have the unfortunate luck of forgetting to bring more iron with me. So I might just teleport over to... Ah, I could have taken the medium shredder with me, but I got too excited about throwing it in the bigger shredder. I think another planet with an underdeveloped base would be Atrox, because I've spent the least amount of time there. The really only good thing about Atrox is the amount of bites you can get, which is already something I have covered, but also the atmospheric resources. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do now. Like, honestly, I really don't feel like going back and getting some iron. Really don't want to. But I can't really do that without getting some scrap. And honestly, that would just be a by chance kind of thing. Like, I believe there's an area over by where the MAT was that had some scrap. But I would need, I believe, at least 3 in order to get some hematite. But I can't remember for sure. There's some scrap laying around here and there, but that's not really important. Yeah, like I can turn these little pieces into scrap once I get a shredder, but for now I need to find that thing that I'm talking about, which is further ahead. Oh! Well, hello there! Thank you. We found the Triton wreckage. I've disabled the warning sensors, but it won't be long before Kronos notices the anomaly. I must locate Dr. Allen's research files before then. Whatever it takes. Dr. Stone, ESS Elysium. Ooh, that leitmotif. Man. I wonder if that's what the SOS is supposed to sound like. That specific leitmotif. I don't know if everybody really knows what a leitmotif is, but it's a reoccurring theme between multiple songs. Or even within the same song, but in like different melodies. Just including that same general one motive. Like, you'll hear it a lot. Like, the first time it really became like such a big deal was in Undertale, when everybody just would spout the word constantly because of the general significance of the music. Leave me alone! Don't spit things at me! Get out of here. I suppose I would have to look for more of these big things. Which isn't too big of an ask. Because they seem to be pretty commonly occurring here on Vesania. But I don't really feel like running around all that much. I don't really feel like doing anything that takes too much effort right now. Honestly. Oh, and there's an exit cache. That's nice. But, whatever. I'll look anyway. Damn, I can't Skyrim my way up. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want you. No organic. I do not want any. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you for following, Mr. Drutu. Is that how you say it? Well, welcome. I am currently playing Astroneer. I am very much in post-game. I have completed all of the missions and done all of the plot stuff. So, if you don't really know the lore behind like the game and stuff, I don't need this. I don't know why I grabbed that. But just a general tip, I will sometimes talk about the endgame stuff. If you don't know about it, then that's your warning. But welcome, and thank you for following. Let's see. Right now I'm just looking for more crashed sites. Everything's going good. I'm a little tired today, but that's because I overslept. And things are going pretty good. I'm working on one of my long-term goals of fixing up my bases and making them all good instead of just having a good one on Silva. But to do that, I currently need some scrap. And I can't make any, and I'm too lazy to go back to Glacio to get some iron. Because warping is monotonous, and I don't feel like wasting any more of my fuel. But I guess I could use one of my solid fuel jets instead. You know what? I think I'll do that. I think another long-term goal I might do is awaken all of the nodes on the planets that I haven't fully awakened. Because I've gotten all the cores. And to get to the core you only need one on the surface. But I just didn't want to run around entire planets anymore after doing Silva. I only did Silva and the two moons. I'm working on making a base on Atrox. Second base. Remaking my no. If I can make one here, it'd be decent. I can do it on the others. Yeah! Oh, you did! Oh, that's awesome! Man, the end of that quest was really, really cute. Yeah, I managed to complete everything, all of the missions in this game last week on Monday. And I was actually a little bit under the weather when I did that, but it was still really fun. Let's see. That better be a working windmill. I think it is. No, it isn't. Damn it. But that does mean that there's potentially some working windmills at some other bases, because I found a whole working large turbine on Glacio, and that was cool. But I think maybe I will go back to Glacio and get some iron. I do technically have bases on each planet. I just really wanted to like move on to other ones after getting some stuff situated, but some of my bases are very underdeveloped. And I just really finished developing the one I have on Glacio to a point that I'm satisfied with. But I noticed that this one on Vesania is my least developed one, because I haven't really had a working solar array on Atrox the other day. I was very confused. Yeah, I found one too. It was really, really cool though. I saw it and I was like, oh, it's just more junk. Because I hadn't seen a solar array before. But then I hovered over it and it was just a whole fully working thing. And it was like, oh shit, I could use this for my base. And so I stole it, and yeah. I love how thrifty you can get with certain things. So part of my goal with fully developing my bases is replacing the 2 field shelters that I have. I have a field shelter on Deslo and a field shelter on Atrox, and I'd like to replace them with full-sized shelters. But that would take a minute, and I would probably just head back to either Deslo or Silva. Same, but main reason I'm on Atrox is I'm trying to find that freaking rare noxious flower. Ooh. If I think I know which one you're talking about, because there's the one on the surface, but the other spew flower is actually close to the core. So if that's what you're looking for, then that's where it is. Because I remember also being like, where are those? After looking through the Astropedia. Yeah, the noxious spew flower, because the elegant spew flower is on the surface, but yeah, the noxious one is deep in the inside the core. Just like how the what are they called? Just like how the hispines are always underground. Those are underground as well. But you know what? It's time to just hop on back to Glacio for a minute. Yeah, right now I just kind of had a base sort of set up on Atrox, specifically just to get gas stuff, since helium, like, you know, I gotta find the mine I made. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, I just mostly set up the base on Atrox in order to get helium, since that's the one unique resource on that planet. I made a giant canister for each gas. I could just take the scrap with me, really. I think that's just what I'll do. I don't feel like making any more iron. Me, 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 me. Home. Home sweet home. Give me just a moment. People bow. We're done. We got our things. Now we're ready. Because if I do this, then that kickstarts pretty much everything. And I don't need this oxygenator anymore. Especially since I have this shelter now. Da-da-da! Let me see. I think the crane might be the last thing I get, and I'll be saving that for after I get the other 2 achievements that require multiplayer. Because that hidden achievement, I do think is yeah, I did that. I do believe the hidden achievement is getting all of the things in the this thing. I think I was thinking about creative mode in this game and how it works, and the fact that like it really is very similar to just adventure mode, just regular old adventuring, but the only difference is that you can spawn in anything and you don't really have any limitations on like doing any of that. But most of the time you still craft things, you just spawn in the resources or anything you can carry in your pack. Not to mention you don't get any damage and you can just fly around. But it's not really as like free reign as like other games with creative mode. But still free reign enough to really be nice and stuff. Let's see, what else? What else should I make? I was looking to see like batteries and stuff, but it's just a lithium and why is zinc? Why does it use zinc? I hate zinc. It's so annoying because like the only two planets that have zinc are the two planets that don't have lithium. Creative is nice. Really use it when something new comes out and you want to test it. Ooh, yeah. I've only used creative once, and it was because I really wanted to activate all of the planets. And I did spoil myself to the ending cutscene because of that. But I didn't get any of those achievements, and it had been a long time since I started doing this playthrough. So I forgot most of the things that I had done before that. And not just that, but the trains weren't even out yet. So that's how long it had been. And I have a very poor memory, so I kind of did myself some favors. Let's see. I love the final cutscene. It's so pretty. Solar panel. What is the best for this planet? SAMIEL. Wind. Okay. I just wanted to double check. Aluminum alloy, glass, and ceramic. That's not bad at all. I do need copper for that though. Forgot to get the one thing I needed. But thankfully that's what this hole is for. Yeah, for today I just wanted to work on developing my bases on a Glacio and Basania before doing anything else. I might even hop over to Atrox and start working on that. But before that, I might stop by Desalo to use. No, I won't use that trade platform. I can just make the things that I need. On Silva, since that's my main base. I love how the medium batteries work, in that the part that's charging up is always facing the camera. It's so fun. But now I need more scrap. But I know exactly what to do about that. There's a bunch of scrap over here. You got me all excited now. I love chatting with people. Now I want to do so many things. Because I was thinking about just ending it there before I got the shredder, but then you showed up and you were like, hey! What are you doing? And it's just like, oh, hello! I don't think I'll grab any of that scrap because it's too big for the shredder. But there is more over here. Have you done the train stuff yet? Have you like done any of that? I don't want to go into specific details if you haven't, so I'm being vague on purpose. Oh, thanks. Yeah, one of my favorite things about streaming is the whole chatting with people thing. Not very good with public spaces, usually because of external stimuli, but I do enjoy socializing very much. I found out through the pandemic that apparently I am an extrovert. I'm just socially awkward. Because everybody thinks that, like, oh, if you're antisocial, you're an introvert. But no, that's not true. Someone could be, like, super high energy and still be an introvert because they get exhausted through social interaction. And it's not social interactions that exhaust me. It's simply just overwhelming stimuli. Oh, the crystals. Exploding the crystal things. Oh, the obelisks on Calidor? Yeah, those are like really deep in the mantle. Because that's the only part I remember having to explode anything. And what I did was I dug down to the mantle. And once you're at that point in the quest, they do show up on your compass. So you just have to dig down until you reach the mantle. Like I believe a few levels deep into the mantle. And then you can just do what I did and just pile up a few and then use one dynamite. It's the same thing I did with the ice blocks for the Galastropod on Glacio. What was that Galastropod's name? I think it was Bestafar. I liked the train stuff on Calidor. I thought it was pretty neat. Cause like there were too many. It asked for too many on Glacio. It was like, oh, you need to bring 20 frozen argon. 20? Really? 20? Do you seriously need that many? But it shortened down to 10 with everything else, which was much more pleasant. Except I think the one on Silva was a bit longer. But Silva's nice to explore, so it's not like long and grueling. It just takes a while. And once again, we found 3, but they only gave me like 2 both times. Really? I guess I got really lucky. I think what I may have done is, I think I got lucky and found like an absolute shit ton and then just piled them all up. Because I remember piling up as much as I could find and then blowing it up. So I don't remember how many I had piled up. But, what do I need? What do I need to get? That's right, copper. Yeah, I don't even remember how many I piled up. I was just like, oh, I'll just do the same thing I did with the ice. And just grab as many as I can. And so I got a lot of pieces from that. And I even saved some to use in my research chamber. Oh, I should get some aluminum while I'm waiting. So hard to really see if there's anything worthwhile around. Especially since everything's blue, I can't even tell what's worth my time. Can't even see if there's any laterite nearby. Well, there you go. There's some right there. That's a nice amount of bites. I saw a mutual's story on Instagram, and it had her cat, and for a second I had mental whiplash because her cat looks just like Saturn, my cat Saturn. Because for some reason, all mackerel tabbies look near identical. It's very strange. Like orange tabbies, you can usually tell the difference because they all like have their own like mannerisms, and a lot of them have like white spots and stuff. But I have never seen a mackerel tabby with any sort of like additional patterning, like spots and stuff. It's just really funny just seeing somebody else's cat and just thinking, holy shit, is that my cat? But I think my favorite thing about mackerel tabbies is that even though they all look alike, they do all have very, very different personalities. Let's see. Oh, I need glass and ceramic as well. Well, I got one of those. Oh, I already had some aluminum. That keeps happening. I keep forgetting I already have aluminum at my base. I'm always like, oh, I need more of this. And then I come back with some more, and I use it, and then I see, oh, shit, I already had some. But at least I have extra now. And I remember there was one specific little patch of clay out this way. I forgot the whole reason why I don't really make batteries is specifically because of zinc, not because of lithium or even titanium. Like titanium is pretty useful, I think. I can't remember. I haven't really used much of it though, because really the most used special material is probably iron. Iron and tungsten are absolutely the most used. But the other ones aren't really that special. I believe the patch was somewhere over here. Yeah. Keep coming across all this scrap, so I think the next thing I'll work on is more platforms and then bigger shredders as well. Not to mention I need to make more turbines. I've had this laying around here this whole time. Oh, right. Where'd it go? Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. Boop, beep. I need to go find some resin so you can make more platforms. Why, hello there. Goodbye. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, perfect timing too. Da-da-da! I got so much more power. Well, not for forever, but it's something at least. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Yeah. Let's see. What do I need to make the large shredder? Oh, that's right. So chip, iron, and tungsten carbide. Ugh. You know what? I think I will just move on from here. I can make the large shredder next time. Why would you ignite this? What would... Yeah, why is that even an option? I think now, I'll stop at Silva. Because I know one thing I'd like to do eventually as well is make multiple bases on each planet. So I have access to more of the same resources. I could always just keep using the trade platform and stuff, but I feel like it's just more beneficial because then I'll have access to, like, say, more scrap. Like, there's one node that I know of that I have a bunch of scrap nearby. And I think that would prove to be quite useful. Oh, you're back. Rip. I could always just make the resources and then come back. But, yeah, now I have all of the, gas canisters, so I can make anything now. I can make anything for quite a while. So I have all the resources I could ever ask for. Yep, all of the gases. Should be all the gases. Let me check just in case. Oop. Yeah, I have argon, hydrogen, nitrogen, helium, methane, sulfur. Why do I see 2, 3, 4, 5? Where is my last canister? Where's... Oh, I remember now. My helium canister is still on Atrox. But what I really wanted to do here was make more hydrazine. That's right, I remember now. I had a big drill tip on that tractor, but I decided to bring it to Decilo just as preparation for whenever I do start destroying it. That's a while from now, though. Because the first thing I'm really after right now is just getting my remaining achievements. But the 2 achievements I have left that I can't do on stream are multiplayer, where I have to go to a different game. And I've been planning on doing that at my friend's game. So that'll be off stream. I'll do it at some point. I just don't know when exactly. Don't really know what else to do right now. No, I know what else to do. I need silicone. Resin and quartz. Do I have any quartz already? Yes, I do. But I will need to get more, so I'll just leave this over here. There we go, some resin. I don't really need those research. I was thinking about scanning those, but there's really no point. Oops. By the way, the only reason why these effects are going right now is because I had to mess with my my settings, my graphic settings, and it made them just kind of start on their own, and I can't really do anything about it right now. Here we go. So much stuff, so much things to do. Let's go to Atrox. To my base. Home sweet home. And this should be where my small shuttle is. You know, the ending cutscene made me a little mad because it just kind of was like, oh, you wanna go back to Atrox to get your ship? Too bad, you're on Silva now. Making this guy look weird. Do the pink elixir swear looking things have a point? Yes, but I won't tell you why. Just don't worry about it. You'll know when you know. It's an if you know, you know kind of thing. I just decided to keep it like that because I think it's neat. My helium! No, 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 no. No more. We have enough helium. Yeah, if you've read the actual entries for the things, you'll see that there's little hints of lore within those. But you can't really do anything with them until the final quest. Yeah, whenever I did all that last week, it like put me in super focus mode because I was just kind of like half present because I wasn't feeling well. But then that happened and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I was a bit gobsmacked as well. I was really surprised with some of it. But it is a very, very good quest. Like one reoccurring name you will notice is Dr. Stone. That is a very reoccurring name, not just in those little pink things, but in the train quest. And there's a reason. Not really sure where to put this just yet. I think over here would be good. Yeah, like right there would be pretty good. Maybe. Here. Here we go. Oh no! My seeds! I'll keep the field shelter just because it produces some of its own power, but I don't really feel a need to keep really much else other than that. But, I think for now, though, this will be all for today. I did wake up, only 15 minutes before stream started, so I'd like to actually go and do some other things today. Excuse me. But, thanks for visiting. Thanks for being here. I had a great time today. I will be playing more Astroneer tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. MST. So funny having to specify that. But usually I have to specify that with my friends as well, because I have a lot of friends who live in Florida. But anyway, thank you for being here. And thank you for following. We're one more closer to our goal now. And farewell. Have a good day.